everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is...
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second down following the incompletion. On second down, Bridgewater again. He's got the second-year man. This is Devontae Parker. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On second down, Ivory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on to tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Chris Ivory, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He juked him. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Rodgers going to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And an electric scamper there from the 2nd-round pick in 2013 out of Michigan State.
And how about the way he's remade his body in the NFL? You remember back at Michigan State, big, thick, bruising runner. Yeah, he had some speed, he had some agility, but now he's slimmed down and he's gotten even quicker, which has led to more runs like the one we just saw there.
They run it with Janovich, the fullback, down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Second down following the run. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. To the left side here for Eifert. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There's coverage to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the big tight end shifting around. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, look now at the Oakland defense as they get ready. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because From series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure.
Bridgewater now on second down. Finding time. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd down, here's Ivory. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Trucks through it.
Oh, man, right through it.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, you know I always tend to lean towards the defensive guys. But in this case, I have no defense. How about that run right there?
Yeah, just a tip of the cap to Le'Veon Bell, and that's what he can do. You think some people back in 2013 that had first-round picks wish that they would have taken him?
That's when you go back to your scouting department and say, what exactly did we miss here? Maybe some people have some new jobs. He's a big-time player, and if they don't start getting him on the ground here quickly, he's going to pile up a huge game.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, here's Bell. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Rodgers with a keeper.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level's leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In motion goes the tight end. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a 2nd. They can. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. In motion, the tight end. 3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Final play of the half. Bridgewater. He's going to float this one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter. Let's get to it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Got his man. It's Eifert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers to the left side here for Eifert. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
319! 319!
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And Eifert has it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now the toss to Bell running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll go again with Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it with Bell. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
When Le'Veon Bell gets going, and he starts galloping, and he piles up yards, his team usually wins. And that's exactly what they're doing here.
In 2015, he had the MCL, PCL injury. Some people were worried. It looks pretty good here in this one.
That tells you there's a whole lot of rehab that went into that, a lot of determination to get back and get back to his present form, which is awfully good.
To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out here in the I. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play clock winding down. Now they'll run it on the toss. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. In motion goes the tight end. Again, it's Bell. And some space here. At 13 yards that time at a first.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure in the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment until they slow us down.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball and goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. First down, Bridgewater. Underneath, Ivory. Chris Ivory off to the races. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Chris Ivory with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by Chris Ivory taking it into the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And the tight end goes in motion left. And the play clock's running down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Ryan Matthews in the game. He gets the call here. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. In motion left, the tight end. So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. first down throw for Bridgewater. Man open left side is Braille. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers throwing here. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. This is Bell. And some room to maneuver. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Into the 4th quarter now. The offense has got to feel like they've imposed their will, kind of taking the life out of the defense. And you can see it from the perspective of the guy carrying the football. Those holes have to look huge, similar to a great hitter. Seeing a ball come into the plate and he's in the zone. The ball looks like a beach ball to him. He's just smacking it over the wall. Now what you're seeing is a runner whose eyes are wide open.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Second and goal to go now. Another carry for the fullback, Janovich. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
And, Brandon, it's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead. There's not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving and seal the win.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. And it's third down and goal from the 4. And he is out of bounds here. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. In motion goes the tight end. They'll go for it with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Le'Veon Bell with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing, and the Raiders have got him. Nigel Bradham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell.